Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Force, and here today we are going to be checking out Blood Bowl 2. Yes, we're going to be taking a look at this game, even though it's confusing as heck. I've started to wrap my mind around it just a little bit. I think I understand a lot of the mechanics of the game, and the way the game is played, at the very least, I understand. Now, in terms of strategy and executing a flawless game plan, no, I can't do that at all. But if you've never seen Blood Bowl before, I'm going to be here to give you at least a basic introduction. And this video is also serving us another purpose of you guys who are experts at Blood Bowl and Blood Bowl 2, providing me tips because I'm about to enter in a league and I need some help. So please give me help. We're going to start off by actually receiving the ball. We're going to go on the offense. So there's going to be a lot to explain here, and I'm going to do my best to try to walk you through it. First and foremost, what is Blood Bowl? Well, Blood Bowl is a game that combines like the Warhammer universe with American football. We're not talking about traditional football or soccer as we call it here in the States. We're talking about American football, the pigskin, the I almost said armor, the pads, the shoulder pads, the helmets. You know what I'm talking about. You guys understand what I'm trying to say. So I need to get going because we're actually running against a clock here. But first thing I want to do is sort of set my team up to receive the ball. The opposing player is going to be kicking the ball towards me. I won the coin flip, which lets me do this here. Now the problem with my current setup actually is that it's going to be weak to someone trying to run by. So I'm going to try to make sure that we have. Let me put a guy right here, and then that's how I'll do it. So I'm going to switch these two, and then I'm going to pull this guy back a couple of spots here. And then I'm going to line these guys up here. Now, once more, I don't know the strategy at all. I really don't. I'm still learning. All the different matchups are going to be different. And, you know, your placement, all this stuff is important. I do plan to learn it over time, but right now I'm just going with some basics. I'm putting people on the line so that they can fight these guys, they can contest them. And in fact, why don't I even put this guy right here so we get better attacks against these dudes. And then I've got guys to catch the balls, and that's basically it. Essentially, there's a bunch of different races, and all of the races have different specific units, and those units have stats. If you notice on the left-hand side, we've got the movements, their strength, their agility, and their armor value. And all of these stats essentially come into play when the units interact with each other, when they try to do things. There's dice rolls all the time. Here's one of them. Cheering fans. The team is inspired by the fans cheering, and a story of practice, which is my team, gets an extra re-roll this half. So that basically means if I have a roll go horribly bad for my team, I get an extra reroll. I already had 2 as a base, and now because of that cheerleading effect, I've got 3. All right, so my guy caught the ball perfect. First thing I'm going to want to do is basically try to take out as many of these guys as possible. So when you roll the dice, you get a few. You're gonna get random roll a few different options, and the better option from these two is going to be the defender stumbles or down. If you can get either one of those, it's essentially going to mean that you can hurt them. And the chance for you to hurt them is based on their armor value and your strength and a whole bunch of other things. Some more things that, once more, I'm likely missing because I'm still pretty new to the game. So we're going to try to knock down and injure as many of these. It sounds so horrible. We're going to try to knock down and injure as many of these people as possible. I'm going to make sure we follow him. I want to make sure I'm nice and close to these guys to stop them from easily getting away from me, essentially. We're going to go ahead and do another dice roll. So it's just a lot of this. What you're seeing right here is a lot of what this game is. We're trying to set up our units in the best possible position to plan for the opposing player's turn, to play around them. Oh no, this is bad. I want to re-roll because if I get doubled down, it means that I'm gonna lose my turn. So that's one of those chances. I got to use my reroll, and I had to. Otherwise, I would have been in sort of like a negative situation. Is I guess the best way to put it. Okay, so we've knocked a bunch of them down on their butts. The next thing I'd like to do is start trying to prepare to push forward, and I'm gonna choose to push, I suppose, on the left-hand side. So what I'm gonna do is first things first. I'm gonna line my guy up right next to him here. And I'm going to line another guy up next to him. No, that's too bad. We're going to line another guy up next to him over here. So the more people I have around him, the more strength my guy gets when we blitz in to knock him down. So we're going to blitz in to knock him down here. And we're going to have extra strength from these guys surrounding him, which gives us a better chance to basically you know, screw him over. All right, so we're gonna push this guy over here. We're gonna follow, so we stay nice and close. And I punched to the face, and he got KO'd, which I believe means he's down for an extra turn. Haha. And if he has, I think it's the apothecary skill, he can basically use it to save himself from some trouble. All right, I can continue to move him, and actually I'm thinking of moving him up close to him. I can either form the cage better, or I can move it up close. I'm gonna move him up close, which means he's gonna have to dodge around this guy when it's his turn to go. Okay, now I'm gonna start moving guys over here. I guess I'll do my cage right over here is what I'll do. So the cage is essentially a formation. It's basically like the only formation thing that I know. And essentially what it is providing a defensive fortification for your ball carrier. So this is my ball carrier. And as American football works, we receive the ball and we're just trying to get it to the other side to score a touchdown. It's as simple as that. Now I could have this guy run over there, but I'm actually going to put him next to this guy. What's this guy's strength value? He's 3. Yeah, we're about, it looks like we're comparable, essentially. So now I've set my guys up in a position, and you'll notice that when I click on this, you can see these square surrounding units. These are called their tackle zones, and the more tackle zones you have stacking against you, the worse off you are. The more tackle zones you have stacking for you, the better off you are when it comes to the dice rolls that you're doing to try to knock a player down, push them out of bounds, to try to walk away from a player. Like if I were to try to leave, notice I've got a 67% chance to dodge. It's because I'm in his tackle zone, and then that percentage is going to be based off of your stats comparatively. And if there are multiple opponents here, my percent chance to dodge would be reduced that much more. All right, so now it's the opposing player's turn, and yes, I am playing against a computer because this game is freaking difficult enough to explain in this mode, let alone if I was playing against a real person. But basically what the opposing player is going to try to do, so there's a dodge chance, and he got it, is he's going to try to get to my ball carrier, take me down, and then take the ball over to this side. And that's about as close to the American football as this game gets. It's really just a game of dice, a game of luck, of mitigating your risks and trying to make sure that you're in the best possible position. So he's putting me in a really tough spot right now. I'm going to be surrounded by 2 of his guys, which means getting away from this situation is going to be very, very tough for me. He only gets 1 dice roll. He rolls a skull, which would be really bad for him, and it's accepted. He doesn't use a reroll. I would assume a real player might use a reroll there, because that's a really bad outcome for him, and it also causes a turnover. Plus, his dude died, so there's a whole bunch of things that are really negative about what happened for him there. We're gonna go ahead and lift this guy up, and then we're going to, let's see. I should try to knock this guy down. This is gonna work perfectly. Let me do it with the guy who has this guy has let me do it with the guy who has wrestle. I'd like to do it with the guy who has wrestle. That way, okay, so this is perfect. And I think we can put him up here, perfect. And I'm gonna follow him. So I'm basically freeing up space so that I can move around and get into a good spot, because I want to be able to continue to move my ball carrier over here. So I'm gonna put this guy, I wanna be able to knock this guy down, is what I'd like to do. So I'm gonna put this guy, whoopsie, let's go this way. Where's the dodge? Oh, the dodge is on this guy. So I want to knock this guy down first, actually. And is this my guy with wrestle? Yes, it is. So one of the things, besides the stat differences, one of the things that differentiate the different races is their abilities. The different positions have different abilities, and essentially, basically what the abilities do, what it breaks down to, is you've got ways to help your odds in various dice rolls, essentially. And it's also cool, interesting looking things in the process, which is really neat. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I could even. No, I can't score a touchdown right now. I am going to be able to move down the field fairly well, but I can't score a touchdown right now. So I'm going to just try to knock down these guys over here on this side and then get my ball carrier into a strong position. Can I? That's a double dice roll because of those 2 strengths. So we're going to run up to this guy and push him down. And we want the defender down over the defender stumbles. Defender down is better. We're going to move him over here, and we're going to follow him. We're going to stay adjacent to this guy. So that's very good. And I can move another guy up. Oh, you know what? Actually, I can't even... I can't do any more knocking down over here. So I think at this point, I just want to move my line forward. We're gonna move forward with our little cage here. So we knocked his guys down, so his tackle zones are no longer in place. Oh, I forgot this guy's run is terrible, isn't it? He can't get far at all. All right, let's try to set up this first. We're going to set a guy over here. This is going to be a very strange... I was told you're supposed to do your cage like an X. This one's not going to be like that, though, just because of the way I set things up, unfortunately. But I should be fine still. I'm going to put this guy as close as it can get, which is right here, and to still protect him. So this should be a pretty good spot. This should allow us to protect him pretty well from people trying to come up the backside. In fact, I almost want to... I can't. Okay. So let's see what I got on this guy. I've got a single dice roll. I could take the chance. It's a little risky. We have the same strength. He's got less armor than me, though, which means if I connect, I could hurt him, which would be really good. So I'm going to try it. Oh, it turned out. Oh, it worked out perfect for us. So we're going to go ahead and knock him over here. And we're going to follow him. So once he does get up, he's going to have a hard time getting away. He's going to have to dodge me. And there we go. So I think that's pretty much going to be the end of my turn. So let's go ahead and end it. So yeah, the different races, the different races in this game have different attributes depending on the positions that they have. So my blitzers got stuff like block, which means that if we get a dice roll that says both players are down, I can actually prevent myself from going down in that situation. I also have a ability for catch, which just gives me a better chance of catching the ball. If it's we tripped him. So he took a chance to run away. It was a 67% chance to dodge. And it failed on the dice roll. And the second time he used one of his rerolls, the second time he was actually successful. So good for him. But not really. That makes me upset. And then I also have Dauntless. This is an interesting ability. It's a lot to read there, but it basically lets me match the strength of a stronger enemy than mine if I'm outnumbered. It gives me a chance to match their strength, which that's going to help determine whether or not you get 1 dice roll, 2 dice roll, or it's even possible to get 3 dice roll, I was told, if you triple the character's strength. I mean, you know, I'm talking and talking and talking, and and the funniest part is I barely know what I'm talking about. Like, I still barely know this game. It's really kind of hilarious, actually, that I'm talking so much about this game, and I'm just like, people who are expert at this are gonna look at me and be like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, and you're not gonna be entirely wrong. Oh, we knocked him out. There's still a lot more that I'm learning, but basically what I wanted to do with this video is just show you some gameplay and give you a basic introduction. Now, I'm going to be in a Blood Bowl 2 league very, very soon, and I'm actually pretty excited about that, because the more time I spend with this, the more I realize, hey, like, there's some really awesome, like, in-depth strategy with this game, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I was in the last Blood Bowl league with Krendor. It's a Krendor's, like, led Blood Bowl league, and I did pretty terribly because I didn't know anything about the game. I'm not gonna lie, I was absolutely horrible. I didn't take the time to learn what I needed to. We can just score a touchdown, no problem. I'd like to see, though, if we can get some more plays going here. Basically, I want to try to knock down or injure more of his players. I know it sounds terrible, but that's what this game is all about. All right, let's get the extra strength. I might not need to, actually. I can move this guy up 1, and I wonder if we're gonna get any... Oh, that's only a single dice roll. Well, I don't want to take the chance. Let's do the double dice roll. I mean, I probably should just score. This could backfire if I get really bad rolls, basically. I don't, though. I get fine rolls. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to follow. Not that it matters because we're about to score anyway. We knocked them out. What we really want is injuries, though. The KOs won't be as vital, but it's just kind of funny, I guess, if nothing else. All right, so let's just go ahead and score. I suppose it doesn't matter. There is also this, like, leveling up process. You can get what's essentially experience for your players, and there's the touchdown! And we praise the sun because that's what our character... Look at this, look at this! Praise the sun! Oh, it's so good. Yeah, so I played it all afternoon. And it's just one of those things where the more I've played it, the more I've really come to enjoy it. And I know this isn't going to be a game for... Look at that. He's got four players. Or it says 3, but I see 4. The more I played it, the more I've enjoyed it because I've realized how deep the strategy goes. There is such a difference between the different races that you can play as that the strategies that you implement are going to depend depending on the matchup, the level of the characters, their stats, like all these things. There's just a lot to... take into account, essentially, and I'm really looking forward to learning more. And I am, you know, you might find this hard to believe, but I'm looking forward to your criticism. Like, I want you guys to give me some advice on what you're seeing me do and what you think I could do better, essentially. So we're about to kick it off. And I need to set up the defense. And basically, I just want to sort of spread out so that it's hard for him to get by me. Is sort of my game plan. And let me put actually 2 guys right here. I want someone to actually help protect him. I think that's what I want to do. And then these guys I'll put this guy a little bit closer to the line. So this is the sort of thing that I think is going to take me a long time to learn, like how to set up your team essentially. We're going to confirm the setup. Our team is set up. Now the opposing player is going to set up their team, their game plan. So the Skaven are slippery. They're fast, they're slippery, and what I essentially want to try to do is spread out. I can try to fight them because they're also weak, as you saw in my turn. Oh boy. Changing weather, nice, perfect blow weather, gentle gust of wind. The gust of wind takes the ball to scatter 1 extra square in a random direction before landing. So let's see if this ends up hurting us much. Whoa! That was the worst kick I've ever seen, and now he gets to throw the ball wherever he wants, and he gives it to this guy who has pass, so he's good at passing, better chance, and sure hands. The player rerolls the dice if he fails to pick up the ball. So just very strong at handling the ball. Passing it and just handling. You get the deal. Oh, that's bad for him. It's double down. Now he just gets to push the second roll. So he did a reroll. He's down to 1 reroll for the half. And we're not going to play a bunch more because these games can actually go on for an hour. And all I really wanted to do is show you the game and explain to you some of the basics as I know it thus far. But he picked Bolt down because he's got the block skill. And the character I had on the line does not have the block skill. So that worked out good for him. And I'm going to fend this off, which will stop him from following me forward. There's so much to learn. There's so much to explain. Again, the point of this video primarily is to show you the game, to introduce you to some of the basics, to tell you, while I don't know everything, I'm actually getting really into it, and I'm excited to play it more. So you're going to see more Blood Bowl no matter what, because I'm going to be in Krendor's League, but you might see Blood Bowl videos beyond that, by virtue of me just being interested in spending some time with it and playing it. Okay, so I think I might be able to get a blitz on him, but that's going to be a little risky. I wonder if I can knock this guy. No, I don't have them. I actually can't do the blitz on him, but I can do this. Can I do the blitz on him in any direction? Is there a chance? No, because in order to blitz, I'm going to have to run past tackle zones. I got a 67% chance to dodge. This could actually work out. It's a little risky. I'm going to try it, though. What's his chance to do this? 67 and 83. He's only got 1 dice roll. What does he have? 67, 83 with 1 dice roll, so it's the same. Okay. All right, well, let me see what I can do. I'm going to get up on their in their business here. We're going to get up in their business. And, actually, I think I want to... No, I don't want to go that. And I am going to actually try to go for the ball carrier here. This is pretty risky. I want you to know ahead of time that I'm aware that this is risky, but I'd still like to give it a shot. I am just going to preemptively set my guys up to where I want them to be for future turns. And I think that's going to be pretty good. I've got a decent spread. The problem is I don't have many. I've got 1 person back deep. And I think I'm going to keep him. I'm going to move him a little bit closer. But in case the enemy slips by here, I want to make sure that I've got a backup plan. So we're going to go for this. It's pretty risky. 67 and 83%. Oh, boy. Okay, we're going to do the reroll and hope we get this. If we get this 67, then we've got a really good chance to get the second follow-up as well. We do get it the second time. And here we go. This is it. Oh, we just get a push. Damn it. All right, I'm going to push him away from his friends. And I'm going to follow him. Although this is actually a really tough spot because he is probably going to kick... These guys are probably going to kick my ass. Maybe I should take the... No, that's silly. That's really bad. Those are bad odds. That's not good. This guy's going to get screwed. Oh, well. So, yeah. This is Blood Bowl. I'm gonna finish off. Or at least a little bit more. Once more, I'm not gonna play the entire game just because it's insanity. And the point of this video isn't to show you a full game and to show you if I win or not. The point of this video is simply to show you the game, and again walk you through some of those basics. It's pretty cool though, man. I gotta tell you, if you're even at all interested in turn-based strategy, and I think especially so. Oh, if he passes this well, he's just gonna score. It's a really far pass for him, though. That seems way too far to actually be likely successful. Oh, does he choose to go with the red? That means I get to pick it. Unfortunately, it is, he went with push. He doesn't get to follow me, which is actually kind of bad for me, because I'd prefer him to follow me. He's gonna stumble me. That's not good. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. And moves the ball carrier forward ever so slightly. Not a ton, though, so I might be able to do a number here. So we're going to lift this guy up. That's going to increase the strength when fighting this guy. And this is going to be, yeah, that's perfect. So we should be able to get this. That's just a push, though. That's a bummer. That's a real big bummer. I wasn't hoping for just a push, that's for sure. We're going to stand him up. I don't know that I can get anyone else any closer. I might only just have the single dodge roll for that. We're not going to blitz anyone else. I guess I could try to get up in here with another guy. I don't know that it's going to happen, though. If I can knock this guy down, let's knock him down with this one. Okay, so this is my best chance to get over there. Oh, jeez, come on, man, really? Let's push him over here. We'll follow, and then this guy can go around. Oh no, he still has, shoot. Okay, this is what I need right here. This is what, perfect. Push him here. And follow. Okay. Perfect. So this is gonna allow me to get around, and hopefully, I think I've got enough, yeah, I can get over here, no problem. Can I get over here? Yep, that's no problem. So we're gonna go over here now. I wanna get more bodies around this guy so that I've got a better chance. Oh no, that's within, I'm an idiot. I needed to move him to this square. It's still only gonna be 1 dice. He's in 2 tackle zones, which basically means he's pointless. Ah, shucks. All right, well, I'm still gonna give this a shot. Before I do though, let me get my guys in position to try to deal with him in the future. And let me get a guy over here as well. This is leaving this right side open. Oh no, shoot, I completely forgot about the guy all the way back here. He might come completely screw me. What if I go in this way? Does it make a difference? I didn't think so. I'll just go in this way anyways. All right, so here we go. Here's a chance. It's just a push. I want to take a reroll. I'm going to use a reroll to, oh God. That's the worst. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to follow. I used a reroll and we didn't even freaking get to. That's everyone for my team. And now he's just going to try to pass to this guy. He might just score the touchdown right here. Like, no problemo. That's such a bummer. All right, guys, well, we're going to wrap up the actual commentary and discussion of this video right now. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once more, stay tuned. There will be more Blood Bowl in the future. I'm excited that I've actually given it the time to get into it, because once you dive in deep, like I said, I think it's got such depth to it that it makes it really enjoyable for at least someone like myself, because I do enjoy these style of games. It's gonna, come on, man, really? All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you later.